Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam. Welcome everyone to Bhagavad Gita Shloka class. Today, Her Grace Padmavati Sevika Mataji will be giving her transcendental words of wisdom on the Shloka number 4.13 and 14. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. Over to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। हिज ग्रेस रूपराज प्रभु जी की जय। सभी भक्त वृंद की जय। हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। श्लोका क्लास की जय। सभी भक्तों को दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानं तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वरूपकदामयं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासति गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। प्रभु जी, आई एम ऑडिबल?
Yes, yes.
Okay. श्लोका नंबर 4.13। चतुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं गुणा कर्मा विभागश्च तस्य कर्तारम् अपि मां विद्धि अकर्तरम् अव्ययम्। Chaturvarnyam is the four divisions of human society. Maya is by me. Srishtam is created. Guna of quality. Karma and work. Vibhagasha in terms of division. Tasya of that. Kartaram the father. Api although. Mama me. Vidhi you may know. Akartaram as the non-doer. Avyayam unchangeable. According to the three modes of material nature and the work associated with them, the four divisions of human society are created by me. And although I am the creator of this system, you should know that I am yet the non-doer, being unchangeable. So Lord is clearly saying that he is a non-doer in the sense that the entire सृष्टि, जो भी हम creation देख रहे हैं, जो भी माया है, living beings है, demigods है, all the animal kingdom, animals in water, whatever we see in the creation, they all are tied up to a string, and we all actually rest upon the Lord. We all are we cannot function independently. We all are dependent on the Lord. So he is the string holding the entire creation. Although the string is not to be seen, it is an extremely important part because it is holding everything in its place. So Lord is telling that the entire creation comes from me, but still I'm a non-doer because he does not interfere with the creation. He does not interfere with our daily life karmas and activities. He is a Upadrashta Anumanta. In 13.23, Lord is called the overseer also and the sanction giver also. Without his sanction, even the demigods do not give us any benedictions. So what to speak of other people? So Lord is a non-doer in the sense that in our freedom, the free will that we have, he does not interfere in that free will. Why? We will see it later in certain points where Lord is making us clear that you all are conditioned souls. Now, conditioned soul actually means that we are ruled by our own karmas, which we have done in the past, and that is shape and design my current birth. Now, until and unless we are not doing bhakti, or we are not on the spiritual path, we cannot call upon the Lord. Like we know about Draupadi. Draupadi, when she was in that Bhari Sabha, whatever happened, she was actually going to other people for help. She thought that Bhishma Pitama is very powerful. She went there. She went to her five husbands, the Pandavas, who are extremely powerful. They also come from the demigods, but none of them were in the good shape to help her. Finally, when she sees that nothing is happening, and she's at the last stage where, she's going to get this robe, that time she raises her hands and calls Lord, hey Govinda, hey Govinda. And at the same time, Lord in the spiritual kingdom, he's also watching down because he's very alert and attentive towards his devotees. It is not that he doesn't bother about us. So he's watching from there, and Rukmani is saying that why are you so tensed? If your devotee is in trouble, just go and help. But he's saying she has to call upon me. I'm waiting. वो जो मुझे उन्होंने वो कपड़ा बांधा था, मैं तो वेट कर रहा हूँ हेल्प करने के लिए। मैं कहाँ नहीं हेल्प करना चाहता किसी भी जीवात्मा को, मैं तो सबको एंड तक हेल्प करना चाहता हूँ, मृत्यु तक उनका साथ देना चाहता हूँ, पर उस जीव आत्मा को मुझे पुकारना पड़ेगा। उनको कुछ ना कुछ थोड़ी तो भक्ति करनी पड़ेगी, मेरे साथ कनेक्टेड रहना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा योग डेवलप करना पड़ेगा. अगर आप भोग रहे हो और बोल रहे हो कि भगवान मुझे आके बचाए, then that is not the proper protocol. When Draupadi called upon him, he left everything and he was there to help. Then he explained to Rukmani that she has to call my name. See how she is begging to everybody in the Bari Sabha. She has to come to me. And the moment she called upon him helplessly, depending completely upon him, that's the time when he sent the endless sari. And he saved the respect. So he being the non-doer doesn't mean he's partial or he doesn't want to help me. But am I falling upon him? Okay, so that is the whole thing that he's explaining us in this paragraph, that you all are conditioned souls. And I made these 4 divisions so that the society works in a proper manner. But that was only applicable in the earlier yugas. अभी तो इस युग में चाहे ब्राह्मण हो, चाहे क्षत्रिय हो, वैश्य हो या शूद्र हो, all the mentalities are present in one person only. They are not different. एक ही पर्सन के अंदर आपको राजसिक, तामसिक, सात्विक सारी मेंटालिटीज देखने को मिलती, depending on the nature, that what nature they have inherited from their past birth, they are functioning accordingly. So how do I help them? I may send a guru also to them, but they have to accept the guru. They have to accept Bhagavad Gita. They have to accept the knowledge. And Lord says, where the sun is there, darkness vanishes. So once they accept the knowledge and then they try to implement, understand, enjoy that knowledge, they enjoy the transcendental vibration of the holy mantra, then only there is something that I can do for them. Then I promise them that I will protect you also from the greatest danger, and I will also provide you with whatever you need. So that's how the Lord is the non-doer, but he is actually doing everything for us. Okay, so I'll read further. The Lord is the creator of everything. Everything is born of him. Everything is sustained and maintained by him. After annihilation, everything after annihilation also rests in him. He is therefore the creator of the 4 divisions of the social order, beginning with the intelligent class of men, technically called Brahmanas, due to their being situated in the mode of goodness. Next is the administrative class, technically called Kshatriyas, due to their being situated in the mode of passion. The mercantile class, called the Vaishyas, are situated in mixed modes of passion and ignorance. And the Shudras, or the laborer class, are situated in the ignorant mode of material nature. In spite of his creating 4 divisions of human society, Lord Krishna does not belong to any of these divisions because he is not one of the conditioned souls, a section whom from human society. So Lord is saying that I have created this system for a smooth functioning. But in Kalyuga, Kalera Dosho Nidhi Rajan Asti Eko Mahan Gun. In Kalyuga, there is only one guna which can help the Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, or whoever the person is, even a dog eater or Malecha also. Even he can be saved. From whatever condition of life he's come into, he can be saved. Currently, if he sticks to my holy name. Because all the powers and potencies and purity is all invested in that holy name. The holy name of Lord is not different from him. The prasad which we eat is not different from Lord. The Vigraha whom we worship is not different from Lord. So if we connect to the Lord, if we stick to his lotus feet, we can get saved from whatever division we have come into or whatever mentality we have come with. So Lord says that conditioned soul here means that we are ruled by our own karmic accounts and we are dancing in the 3 gunas only. Depending on what nature I've got and the current activities, I'm only dancing in the 3 gunas. Brahmande Brahmite Kon Bhagyavan Jeev. Guru Krishna Prem Paye Bhakti Lata. Now सभी का स्थिति एक जैसा हो गया कलयुग में. कोई ब्राह्मणा नहीं बचा, कोई शूद्र नहीं बचा. All have the same kind of mentality, Shudra mentality. So in Kalyuga, everybody is a Shudra. Okay. So we are moving in, dancing in the 3 modes, Rajsik, Tamsik and Sattvic. And due to our illusion and ignorant attitude, we all entangle ourselves continuously in the karmic cycle and never get out of this vicious cycle of Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. So we, instead of dealing with the real problem, which is Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, we are just sticking to our passionate mode, or sometimes ignorant mode, or a goodness mode. And we are only traveling in the three modes. We are not able to transcend it because we are not sticking to somebody who's transcendental. We are not sticking to the lotus feet of the Lord. Lotus feet of the Lord. Lord is himself transcendental through the three modes. He's extremely purified. He's a supreme personality of Godhead. But we are not moving in his direction. We are not connecting to him. We are not doing bhakti. So we are stuck below in the three modes. We got birth so that we could do Shuddha Bhakti and destroy our past karmas and the current sinful reactions of this birth and go back to Godhead. Even a Brahmana is stuck in the impersonal feature of Lord, and so in Kali Yuga. Even if you are in a Brahman category, there is no guarantee that you, with your knowledge that you have collected from various shastras or by approaching various sources, you may get the causeless mercy of Lord, and you may go back to Godhead. So there is no guarantee of the Brahmanas also. अगर आप इंटेलिजेंट क्लास को बिलोंग भी करते हो, so there is no guarantee कि आप ट्रांसेंडेंटल लेवल पे पहुंच सकोगे without the mercy of the Lord. So in this case, there is a very nice story, a children's book story which was there, which spoke about the Brahmana and a cobbler. So this Brahman priest, he in the temple was getting up at 4 o'clock, 4:30, doing the Mangla Aarti, was doing everything nicely, perfectly, uttering the mantras, doing everything. And this cobbler who was there sitting under a huge banyan tree, he would hear all the prayers of the Brahmana and he would enjoy them. He would recite them in his mind and he was happy with whatever position he is got. He knew, I'm just like a Shudra in the entire society. So when Narad Muni was moving around, so he visited the Brahmana and he saw, wow, he's doing so much for the Lord. And the Brahmana put a question to him that when you go and meet Lord Vishnu in the Vishnu Lok, please ask him one question, that when is the time that I'll come back to him? How many more births? Okay. He left from there and he went to the cobbler also. The cobbler was very peaceful in his work, enjoying his work of, mending the shoes and doing all that. And he also asked the same question, that please ask Lord Vishnu that how many more births I have to live like this. So Narad Muni, when he visited the Vishnu Lok, he questioned Lord and he told them what was the situation down. And Lord Vishnu told him that go and tell the Brahmana that he has 100 more births to take. And go and tell the cobbler that he will come back to me this birth only. So Vishnu was very surprised and he went down and he gave them the answers. Now listening to the answer, the Brahmana got very upset and he said, how can this be? I'm doing so much seva for him day and night. मैं मंत्र उच्चारण कर रहा हूँ, पर वो actually भूल गया कि उसको ये करते करते ego भी आ गया. He's becoming quite egoistic. And the cobbler he went to and he said that Lord may call you this birth home. You may have his causeless mercy. And he was also astonished. I am doing such a Shudra job. मैं चमड़ी लेता हूँ animals की और उसके जूते बना रहा हूँ. But he kept quiet. He was quite humble in his nature. Then the Brahmana is asking him that tell me one thing, when you visited Lord Vishnu, what was he doing? So he said that when I visited Lord Vishnu, he was passing a huge elephant from the eye of a needle. एक सुई के छोटे से आईज में से वो एक एलिफेंट को निकाल रहे थे. ये विष्णु जी ने उनको बोला था कि अगर आपको पूछे कि मैं क्या कर रहा था तो यही आंसर दे. So the Brahmana got more upset that what nonsense are you talking? How can he do that? एक सुई के छोटे से आईज में से आप हाथी को कैसे निकाल सकते हो? आप झूठ बोल रहे हो. यानी नारद मुनि को पछाड़ दो, छोड़ दो, आप सब झूठ बोलो. He went to the cobbler. Cobbler also asked him the same question. कि इतना अच्छा आंसर आपको विष्णु जी ने दिया है, वो क्या कर रहे थे? So he is giving the same answer कि वो नीडल के थ्रेड आई में से एलिफेंट को निकाल रहे. तो वो बड़ा खुश हो गया. कॉबलर शूद्र जाति का था पर हम्बल था ना, तो बात समझ आ गई कि भगवान तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. और वो इतना स्तुति सुन रहा है ब्राह्मण के मुंह से, इतने मंत्र उच्चारण सुन रहा है, वो शुद्ध होता गया एक्चुअली. और वो ईगो के कारण पतित होता गया, वो पाप करता गया और ये पुण्य जमा करता गया. So he said to Narad ji, Lord Vishnu can do anything. He said, how you know Lord Vishnu can do anything? कहते आप ये इतना बड़ा जो पेड़ देख रहे हो, बनियान का जो पेड़ के नीचे मैं बैठा हूँ, वर्षों से ये पेड़ है, ये भगवान ने एक छोटे से सीड में पैक करके नीचे भेज दिया है, तो वही भगवान कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. दिस वॉज द फेथ. सो वेदर यू आर अ शूद्रा, ब्राह्मण, इंटेलिजेंट, a very smart businessman, Ambani, no problem. But you have no faith in Lord, no determination, no nishtha. You don't know anything about Shuddha Bhakti. Then आप खाली क्या है, नीचे भ्रमण करते हो. वापस जाओगे, नीचे आओगे, स्वर्ग लोग भी चले गए तब भी नीचे आओगे. तो ये दुर्गति है किसकी? मनुष्य की. और मनुष्य की दुर्गति कब होना चालू हो जाती है? जब उसकी अपने थॉट प्रोसेस उसके विपरीत चले जाते हैं. उसका मन उसको बोलता है कि मैं सब कुछ कर, आई एम द डूअर, गॉड इज द नॉन डूअर. So such a person will end up coming again and again in the cycle of birth and death, and he will visit all the 84 lakh species and get this one दुर्लभ chance. वो इस चांस को भी गवा देगा, बिल्कुल गवा देगा, सोच की वजह से. तो भगवान ने पहले सोसाइटी क्यों बनाई थी, और उन्होंने जो भी उन्होंने सोसाइटी में अरेंजमेंट किया था इसलिए क्योंकि सब अच्छे तरीके से चलना चाहिए. बट नाउ इन कलयुगा दिस इज नॉट वैलिड एट ऑल, नॉट एट ऑल. Within one person, you have so many demonic qualities. Within that same person, you will see Devta qualities also. So it's a very confusing situation. Until and unless every Jivatma takes to Shuddha Bhakti, for which he is come, the main purpose is doing Shuddha Bhakti, which we are not doing, and hence we are coming back again. And how much ever we blame the Lord that he is partial, he is not partial. Partiality has no place. Only Lord is merciful. So in Kalyuga, even if you are a Brahmana, there is no guarantee that with your Gyan, you will be able to approach Lord and get his causeless mercy. In fact, a Brahmana can be mentally stuck because of the ego, which he may develop because of the Gyan he has. And this knowledge can take him down instead of taking him to an elevated position. But a man who can transcend the limited knowledge of a Brahmana also and reach to the knowledge of the supreme truth becomes Krishna conscious and becomes transcendental in his nature. And he does not come under the division, the 4 divisions which are created by the human society. Also, Mahaprabhu, he preached the holy names so that people can depend on the holy name to transcend themselves, and they can go beyond this material ocean. The holy name is available to even chandalas, malechas, dog eaters, meat eaters, and everybody. The holy name is not restricted itself. It is so pure that it can purify any person who utters with faith. With Guru's mercy, Lord's mercy, when you utter the holy name, what happens? Your insight starts cleansing. When you read Shastras, what happens? Your intelligence starts cleansing. And when you do Seva of the Lord, what happens? Your ego starts cleansing. So until and unless we do not follow the devotional process with faith in the Lord and our Guru's words, we cannot transcend the modes of material nature. We cannot transcend the society at all. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given an equal opportunity to all of us to approach God. The name is not restricted to Brahmanas only, nor to the richer section of society, nor to Kshatriyas, nor to Vaishyas, nor to Shudras. It is also available to the meat eater, Chandalas, and dog eaters. Even the lowest of the man can utter the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and purify his existence in this material world. Now, there is a beautiful example of Shabri. Now, she belonged to the Shabar Jati. Shabri was not from a very high-class Brahmana family. In fact, she ran away from her society. Why? Because she was going to get married and she got to know कि marriage में they are going to, cut animals. वो serve करने वाले हैं. तो ये क्या भोग विलास है? And she ran away the previous day from there and she hid in some forest. There she happened to meet Matang Rishi. Matang Rishi, no, Prabhuji? Right.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So she met Matang Rishi and the disciples. She first started doing seva. Then she was noticed by them. She came in touch with them. Her intention was so pure that she ended up in the Rishi Muni circle. And there she got the chance to elevate herself, do seva. Only by seva we can elevate. Otherwise, ego is going to eat up everything. Ego हमारा सब कुछ खा लेता है. लेकिन अगर आपको सही गुरु मिलते हैं, भगवान की मर्सी मिल जाती है समय से, और आप उसको अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं, then there is a chance that we may elevate ourselves. Otherwise, we can remain stuck in the same position for many, many births. So she got the association of Matang Rishi, and then whatever he told her, she took it to her heart. She followed it with faith and determination. Like he said, you will get the darshan of Lord Ram, and she waited endlessly for that. Finally, when she was very, very old, till then, जब तक राम जी आए, उनको दर्शन मिला, तब तक वो डेली वो जगह को साफ करते थे, डेली डिटर्मिनेशन के साथ वेट करते थे कि क्योंकि मेरे गुरु ने बोला है तो राम जी अवश्य आए. So this kind of dedication, even though if you're a Shudra and it comes from you, Lord is very merciful. वो आपको आगे बढ़ा देंगे, आपके अगले जन्म सारे सब कुछ चेंज कर देंगे, इसी जन्म में शायद आपको फ्री कर देंगे. But that depends on your determination, your acceptance for the Lord and His mercy and your Guru's blessing. So she did everything nicely, and at the end of the life, as she was 70, 72, he came there, and Shabri ke jhoothe bear, it is so famous. She could not hold herself back. और वो तो बेर खा खा के उनको खिला रही थी, क्यों? ताकि मेरे भगवान को मैं कोई खट्टा बेर न दे. The feeling was not to offer him a खट्टा बेर. And Lakshmana was telling him, what are you doing? आप एक शबर जाति के लेडी से आप बेर खा रहे हो. And then he stopped Lakshmana, because Lord knows what we are doing. He reciprocates to us depending on what intensity we have for him. And Shabri had such an immense intensity कि आएंगे उनके ऊपर तो गाने कीर्तन कितना कुछ है. So she is so famous compared to so many brahmanas you must have heard about. Shabri is very famous entity. Then there was one more I wrote about Chokha Mela. One worker, simple worker, who was so crazy behind Vittal, 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 Vittal. He was such a ardent devotee of Lord Vittala that when he died at the construction site, so they were not able to find the body. कि चोखा मेला मर गया सर, और सब बोल रहे हैं ये भगवान का भक्त था, इसको ये अंत मिला है, इसका अंतिम समय ये दुर्गति हो गई. And the son who came to look out for him, so he said, Lord has told me how to identify चोखा मेला. How to identify him? You go near his body. उसके आपको हड्डियों में से भी विठल का नाम सुनाई देगा. That's how they identified चोखा मेला, a true devotee of the Lord. So true devotee की कभी दुर्गति नहीं होती. वो मर भी जाए, भगवान ने उसके बॉडी को अंतिम संस्कार के लिए संत को भेजा कि उसको जाके ढूंढ कर लाओ उसके बॉडी को और उसका अंतिम संस्कार करो. He get freed from this material existence. So उनका रोम रोम, उनकी हड्डियां तक विठल का नाम गिन रही थी. So that is how Lord identifies a true devotee, not based on the society, not based on how much you have, what you have, nothing. Lord bothers about nothing. He bothers about how much this devotee is surrendered to. And in that much amount, and more than that, he is going to shower his mercy upon him. Okay, and probably I had one very good experience now that we had a few devotees who had come from the US, Seattle. Okay, so they are our cousins, and what happened is they visited Jagannath Puri. So in Jagannath Puri, if you see, so जो भी वो पांडा and all the people ना who take care of Jagannath ji, they are all from a particular jati, a tribal jati, and they are taking care of Lord Jagannath ji with so much of love and from so many years. So this couple who came from Seattle, so they said that one of our friends, he visited Jagannath Puri for the first time with the entire group. The entire ISKCON group had come. And when he visited Jagannath Puri and he saw these people doing seva, so he immediately told his counselor that you all are saying Lord Jagannath is so great and wo tarne wale sabko, and he is taking seva from such people who are not even dressed up properly. Look at them. Why don't ISKCON people take up the seva here? और उनको हटा देना चाहिए. So the counselor said, don't utter anything wrong for them, This is not right. ये कितने times उनकी सेवा कर रहे हैं. So we have no right. जब भगवान किसी को choose करते हैं ना सेवा के लिए, so we have no right to comment on that person. He is directly getting the mercy of the Lord. So there is no point to get envious. No point putting someone down. So the counselor made him understand that next time don't utter such words. But he still kept on talking about it. So that night when he went in his room, he slept nicely. सब खाना खा के सो गए थे. So he saw that Lord Jagannath in the midnight, he saw this dream that Lord Jagannath came and slapped him. And he told him that I love my devotees who are serving me. You don't need to comment on them. उसको ऐसा अनुभव हुआ कि जगन्नाथ जी मुझे स्लैप कर रहे हैं और मुझसे नाराज हो गए. And next day morning, he went and told his counselor, with a lot of fear in his mind, कि मैंने अपराध कर दिया. And she was explaining him, don't do अपराध at the dham. आप first time आए हो, आप just दर्शन लो, निकल जाओ. So this was a live experience which happened just recently. So the couple who came to us, they have Jagannath deities. So they were telling us that, Mataji, can you believe that person in the entire trip, he did not utter a single word. He got a slap from Lord Jagannath. क्यों? क्योंकि तुमने उन डिवोटी पर कमेंट किया जिनसे मैं सेवा ले रहा हूँ. So this is a problem with human mentality. Because he immediately said कि ISKCON के लोग इतने अच्छे हैं, they dress up so well, everything they do. Why is taking seva from them? So we immediately judge. This is called Shudra mentality. So this is just a live example that we, went through. And I'll just read further. One paragraph is there. One second. Okay. The tendency of a particular man towards work is determined by the modes of material nature which he has acquired. So whatever tendency जो बुद्धि में पास से लेकर आई हूँ, मैं वहीं से ऑपरेट करूंगी. पर वो बुद्धि को ब्रेक करके चेंज कौन कर सकता है? भक्ति. You can get out of your past karmas and the current situation also. Only and only with pure bhakti. And we have come to do that. That's the main purpose, but we keep it aside. And we get into a lot of other things. That's why we are moving here in the three modes. Such symptoms of life according to the different modes of material nature are described in 18th chapter of this book. A person in Krishna consciousness, however, is above even the Brahmanas, although Brahmanas by quality are supposed to know about Brahman, the supreme absolute truth. Most of them approach only the impersonal Brahman manifestation of Lord Krishna. But a man who transcends this limited knowledge of a Brahmana reaches the knowledge of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, and becomes a person in Krishna consciousness, or in other words, a Vaishnava. Now, what is the quality of a Vaishnava? That Lord is very merciful to them. Lord is so merciful that when a Vaishnava simply chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he develops so much of love. He's full of love for the Lord. And then he starts preaching other people this love. So he's infecting everybody. A true Vaishnava infects everybody. And he awakens the dormant love for Krishna in everybody's heart. That is the quality of a Vaishnava. He appears, some love for God. He appears because he has infused all his energies in his holy name. Why the holy name helps us? Because Lord has infused all the potencies, all the energies, all the purities. That in Kali Yuga, holy name is the only thing that can take you ahead. Not your money, not your status, not your passions, not your desires, nothing. Everything will get you stranded and stuck. But the holy name will take you forward, and the holy name gives everyone an equal opportunity. Chanting of holy name is just like getting yourself injected with Lord's energies, because Lord's energies are transcendental and pure. But since we have no attachment to the Lord's name and the holy name and seva of the Lord, we are made to serve Maya. So I am stuck in Maya, not because God wants. I am stuck in Maya because my desires are still unfulfilled. I still want to enjoy. मुझे भोग करने की वृत्ति है. मेरे intentions की वजह से मैं यहाँ माया में stuck. We are made to serve Maya, and because of our bhog vritti, instead of connecting to the Lord, we connect more and more to the worldly things. We depend more and more on worldly people. We depend more and more on external situations. So the Lord is clearly saying that, in other words, a Vaishnava who follows Krishna consciousness, he includes the knowledge of all different planetary expansions of Krishna, namely Rama, Narsimha, Vara Avatar. So holy name chant karne se, you are respecting all the incarnations of the Lord. In fact, when you utter thousands of names of Vishnu and sing his glories, it is all covered by uttering one name of Lord Krishna. So many times when we utter Rama, it is just covered in Kali Yuga by one holy name, utterance of one single holy name. And as Krishna is transcendental to this system of 4 divisions of human society, a person in Krishna consciousness is also transcendental to all divisions of human society, whether we consider the divisions of community, nation, or any species. So when you attach yourself to the holy name, because holy name is transcendental and you are uttering the transcendental vibration, it's a spiritual vibration. It has got nothing to do with the material world. So you also transcend all the three modes of nature and you become transcendental in nature. Hare Krishna.
I think